Steve and Jill here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butella.
And I'm Jill Buwit, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about free property data sources you should know about. Jill came up with this topic, and I'm proud of her.
Thank you.
I love free stuff, like everyone, and I love free data sources. We live in a day and age now on the internet where there's just a tremendous amount of data out there and a tremendous amount of free stuff. And, you know,
it's shocking.
It's awesome. Like in a true sense of the word. This topic makes me happy.
Well, I think it's like us. And I know we're going to talk about more in the show, but what we're finding other people are providing for free mirrors what we're doing for free, and it's like the show.
Yeah.
And it's so darn cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the whole world should have been set up like this right from the beginning.
We should all be helping each other. Thank you.
There should be free stuff in the beginning, and if you're really into it and you like it, then
you buy the book.
Yes. Yes, I can give them, and I will give several examples of free stuff that's out there that doesn't interest me.
Right. And then when you know what, and the bottom line is that you buy the book, you feel good about buying the book. You want to sponsor this person's efforts so they can afford to write another book.
Yep.
Thank you.
Before we get into the topic, though, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Michael asks, "Hello, friends. I just found you guys and have always had a passion for land. This seems so complicated. How can I catch up? Where have you been my whole life? How do I start? How can I ramp up? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you." So I love it. So
That's a good question.
I know. Where do you want to start?
No, go ahead.
This is so good. Do you want to start? Hint, hint. Please start.
Oh.
That's my way
Where do I
of
start?
kind of elbowing you.
I've been charged with skipping to the PhD level of everything in my past and in the present, and just making stuff too, making it unreachable. And so this is a very good question. Where do I start? You can start by going to landacademy.com and clicking Start Here. There's a big button on the top, and download the free ebook. Mm-hmm. And we've made that incredibly simple. And read it. I mean, the ebook contains. This is not a commercial for the ebook. I'm truly just trying to help this person.
Right.
I think their name was Michael. And the ebook contains a tiny little bit in the beginning of my story. There's an exercise you go through very quickly to see if you're interested in this at all.
To prove it works.
Yeah, and then it really describes what this is all about, which is this. Assess your data, which is real simple from a data subscription that Jill and I provide. The best data. We're licensed providers, by the way, of all this data. And organizing yourself, sending mail out to people who own property, sending blind offers out, and generating some interest in generating an acquisition pipeline for yourself so you can buy the property at a much reduced rate and resell it. So that paragraph that I just said, sending offers out, generating interest, pipeline, acquisition pipeline, and then reselling property. I have to be really straight with listeners and question asker. If that just sounds like mumbo jumbo crazy to you, then
this isn't for you.
Yeah, don't download the ebook.
Maybe you should be a dancer, or who knows what else you're doing. I don't know. I'm just saying. But you're right. So to add to what you just said, our online community. I say the next phase is start talking to some people and start asking some questions and learning even more and watching other people's transactions and seeing the deals that they're doing. Where do you do that? And that's our online community. So go there. It's totally free, Michael. And you can hang out there for a while and gain a lot of information. So
we have two forms of competitors, to take this just to the final point here. We have been thrown into, and not by our choice, this guru genre of real estate teaching, which I don't see us as that at all. And we also have academic, and that's not even a competition. It's we choose to academically teach this topic. And here's the big difference. I mean, we could throw out very expensive cars and go on the internet and stand in front of expensive cars and say, you
jump up and down,
can be like this and probably sell a lot more stuff. a lot more property and a lot more education. That's just not what we choose to do.
Right.
We choose to tell the truth. This is a perfect topic today about free data sources. So,
That's true.
A lot of people come to us and want to just get rich the way that a lot of people think they can act because they just want to be famous. They're not really interested in acting. So, if you just want to get rich and find a shortcut, this is not it. That's my
There's work involved.
Yeah, that's my whole point. And there's planning and all of that. Today's topic: free data sources you should know about. This is the meat of the show.
I love this.
If you are pressed for time, here they are. Realtor.com it's not what you think. There's amazing data there. And Redfin.com both make available. Redfin's case, they open source their data. It's truly, truly amazing what is provided. Right. Days on market, month over month, year over year data per zip code, by the way. A couple shows from now, we'll talk about how to red, green, and yellow light as given zip code based on this data. But the free property sources that you want, this is exactly what you do. You go to Google and type in Redfin, that word, and data. And what will pop up is it's easier to, believe it or not, to do it that way than to actually go into the site and look for it.
Okay.
And then either go on YouTube or wherever, and it's not going to happen in 3 seconds. Right. But you will find the zip code. Let's say try the one. Everybody tries the one where they live first to see what the days on market are, and really the whole point is to relatively look at a zip code against other zip codes in the same MSA or the same city and pit them against each other and pick the best one where there is to send offers. The one that you think you can resell the fastest, or the one that the data says. So that's what Redfin's good for. And Realtor.com, believe it or not, has this statistic among a tremendous amount of data for free. They have this statistic called market hotness.
I remember this. That was my thing from the other day. I don't have it. The something of market, DOM. The
days on market.
No, it was not DOM. It was something of hotness. Discussion of hotness, or I don't. It's okay.
Market hotness.
Yes.
And it's amazing when you go in there. You can download all this stuff into Excel and manipulate it for yourself, which is what we teach in Land Academy 2.0, how to download all this stuff and manipulate it and use it to your benefit to buy and sell property. So those are my two top free data sources on the internet.
I love that.
And they are worth, if you're into this, and not just forget about land, but if you're into real estate or into data, we live in a great age where you can really truly find out what's going on from a real estate perspective very quickly and for no money.
Why are more people not doing this? So here's my whole point. It's like, it's not cheating. You don't have to do this the hard way, and you don't get an award for doing it the hard way. I don't understand. Even if I know one of our shows coming up this week too is what if I'm afraid of data. Even if you are afraid of data, get somebody who isn't. Seriously, have that either. Find a partner or someone you can work with that can help you decipher this and put it into, like I did, but into layman's terms, so that's the zip code I need to be reaching out to. This is the group that will want to sell their home. That's the group that, look over here, why the day, and we don't joke, but we talk about, the Seattle market. We talked about that one day last week. But within the Seattle market, there are going to be different zip codes that do different things. That's what you need to know. And say you're a flipper, you want to go find these homes. You're an investor, you're a wholesaler like we are. You need to know where the zip codes are. You need to know the days of market. You need to know how to price the offers. This is all, I don't mean to be stealing your thunder. This is all your stuff. But my point is, if you dig, that information is there. And it's not cheating if you use it. I think that you are missing it if you don't. It's like we told one of our children is doing a school project, and he needed to use us to have access to a professional, not an investor, but a different kind of professional for our school thing. And I don't know why he was holding back. We're like, why would you not use us to have access to this person who's going to get you an A in your class, by the way? And I told him, nepotism is alive and well. And if you don't take advantage of it, you're silly.
Well said.
Thank you. So it kind of, for me, with this free data, that's kind of the same thing for me. If you don't take advantage of it, you're nuts. But the flip side is what you're saying. You know how to take advantage of it. That's a whole nother thing. But you can also teach how to take advantage of it, and that's why I love you.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't expect that. If you're brand new, you should be saying something like this to yourself. What is it with you guys and data?
Yeah.
What is that? What are you talking about? All I have to do is log on to the MLS. I can find there's thousands of properties for sale in the MLS. Thousands and thousands of properties, houses for sale. What is it with data? Why would I go through all of that? Right. Pay for postage, and send letters out. I already know there's a bunch of properties for sale. Here's the thing, and I hope you're saying some version of that, because it's not cheap enough. If you're serious about this, the way that you create equity is by getting there first. Yep. All the MLS postings they already got there first. They're the sellers who have property posted in the MLS did some version of this. They called a real estate agent and they spent weeks talking to a real estate agent, looking at market prices and priced their property for sale. And they're packed a lunch, made a pot of coffee, and they're going to wait. You don't want any part of that. You want to buy property for half of what it's priced for in the MLS.
Quickly.
Yeah, and resell it quick. And the only way to do that is to send out blind offers and not the only way. The most intelligent way is to send out, or in an organized, methodical fashion, send out blind offers based on assessor data and all this information that we have access to. Even 10 years ago, we didn't have access to data like we do now.
Right.
And make it work for you. Because you're smart.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a feeding frenzy on 3 properties that got posted in the MLS, which is what happens.
Mm-hmm. Every time someone calls me and goes, hey, we have a property might be interested. I'm like, no, actually, no, I'm not.
We stop the conversation.
I don't even want to. You already know about it before me, so I want any part of it.
You want to instigate. You want to use data to instigate the first conversation with the seller.
Exactly.
Where the seller calls you back and says, I got your letter. And while I know this, they never say this, but what they're thinking is, man, I know this property's worth more. But I just want to get rid of it.
Exactly.
And fill in the blank. There's 1,000 reasons. Go back and listen to our other shows. We talk all about that. They just want to get rid of it.
Totally.
So yes, please, on Thursday, I would like $15,000 for my $30,000 lot.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I looked you guys up on the internet, and you seem like credible, normal people because I can see your faces there on the website.
You've done this before, obviously.
So what do you say we get on with it? Where's my $15,000?
This is your thing. You sent me an offer. Yep. You said Tuesday. I'd like it on Tuesday.
That's what data's for. I hope that answers the question.
It's perfect.
Well, you've done it again. You spent another 15 minutes or so listening to the Land Academy Show. Join us next time where we cover data quality then and now.
And we answer your questions posted on our online community, landinvestors.com. It is free.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition. I love talking about data.
I know. Well, I was going to ask in the show, someone asked now, how long, what if I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 6. I understand data. I understand how to look at it.
Then you're a shoo-in.
Okay.
You're going to knock it out of the park. This is a good question. Go ahead.
How much time should I expect to spend learning only one of those sites that you just mentioned, Redfin or Realtor, and digging in the data?
Well, the first thing you should do is go in there and see if it actually makes sense to you. Like when I do it, when I go into Realtor.com, and I've been in the back end of that thing, the data part of it, not just the MLS part, but the data part or Redfin, I lose 3 hours of my life because it's just,
It's
and I know
fun
that
for
in that
you.
one scale of 1 to 10, I am a 10 when
Yeah.
it comes to, or 1, depending on how you look at it.
You're a 12.
Yeah. So if you're a 6 and your jaw's on your desk the whole time going, I can't believe this is free, and I can't believe how much this just completely removes the risk
Right.
out of separating good markets, middle markets, and bad markets, red, green, yellow.
Love it.
So if that's your reaction to that, then I wouldn't even rate it on a 1 to 10 if it's either false or true.
Well, how much time should I just want to give someone, like, plan a weekend. Give yourself a weekend. Let's be honest.
If you forget to go to the bathroom and forget to eat, you're going to make a fortune.
All right. That's you should be feeling that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you get in there and say, I'd really rather I can't wait until Monday to just go back to my regular job because I don't want to do this anymore. That's just is not for you.
Share the fun by subscribing on iTunes or YouTube. And while you're at it, please rate us there.
We are Steve and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.